We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's in the double cover.
Short of them returning it for a pick 6. That was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start. Five-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabril Cox. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Prescott on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 28 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't work.
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 8. Takes it at the 7.
They're on 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Ready!
On first down, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete. The Cowboys at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. I'm out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And again, it's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that'll be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Now Prescott on fourth down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is caught inside the 15. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And his pass is intercepted for the on Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still,
With his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for two.
Go, Reed, go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals!
Hurts will throw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah,
he's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Nakobe Dean picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn again.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Oh, fighting off the defender. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Hurts going to take this himself. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts buying time to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So for Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 27. They'll start by running the option to the right. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Dallas, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next.